Hello everyone, welcome to the Player Review channel. In this video, we'll talk about 3 FUT Birthday Team 1 players who surprised us considering their price. As always, we'll compare them with other cards. It's going to be interesting and dynamic, so stay tuned. Let's start with the attacking line. Marcus Thuram has an average body type, stands 192 centimeters tall, and of course has 5+5 stars. The Frenchman retains a controlled and lengthy acceleration type, even with an engine. However, you can also use Hunter, Hawk, or even leave Thuram on the basic chemistry style. Trust us, this is one of those cards that performs well with any chemistry style. In playstyles, we highlight Finesse Shot, Gold Power Shot, and Gold Trickster, which enhances the card's mobility, making the chemistry style choice less important. For rolls, we observe double pluses for each key one. Beyond his great speed, due to lengthy, Marcus has a decent speed boost, which is evident in this sequence. His shot power and composed finishing in the box are also remarkable. Of course, 5+5 makes any card meta, and Thuram is no exception. Moreover, despite his tall height, he remains agile on the left stick thanks to Gold Trickster, which adds extra dribbling animations. For example, let's look at the speed of his stepovers and overall dribbling animations. As you can see, Thuram transitions between animations very quickly, making him feel agile, despite being 192 centimeters tall. Now add the Trickster animation on fake shots and you get an extremely meta attacking option. Oh, and let's not forget his Gold Power Shot, which allows for insane shots like this one. But we won't dwell too much on that since we recently covered it in our Ronaldo review. Instead, let's focus on his Silver Finesse shots. As always, these shots are consistent when using precision shooting settings. However, similar results can be achieved by timing your shots perfectly and using Hawk, for example. But even with engine, everything works fine on precision. In this case, a sharp L1 cut sets up another finesse shot into the far corner. Again, note the sheer shot power. That's what makes his long shots effective, even with Trivela, without the playstyle and with mistimed finishing, as seen here. Another highlight is his strong frame, which leads to more frequent ball recoveries after losing possession. In this moment, note how easily Thuram shrugs off defenders, allowing him to consistently win aerial duels and convert corners more easily. Final thoughts. For just 50,000 coins, you get an almost perfect striker with no real weaknesses. Yes, his positioning AI and attack isn't as scripted as some, but it's not a deal breaker. Sure, he doesn't have the new OP low-driven shot playstyle that will soon be in the game, but he has so many other valuable traits. Strength combined with agility, speed, a solid speed boost, and most importantly, clinical finishing with both feet. Simply put, this card is top tier despite its ridiculously low price, so definitely give him a try if you're looking for a fresh attacking option. Honestly, the meta shifts so fast that we'd prefer Thuram over the recent Kolo Muani, despite their huge price difference. However, Muani is still a great card, and we don't yet know what his upgrades and playstyles will be. Once again, Thuram shines thanks to his meta-defining combination of 5+5, lengthy acceleration, tall frame, and Gold Trickster, which provides improved left stick control. So, we highly recommend trying him, even if you don't particularly need him. After all, everyone has 50,000 coins lying around. If you have any questions or want a comparison with other cards, leave your comments and we'll try to answer quickly. We're giving Marcus Thuram 9.2 for card quality, and reminding you that detailed ratings will be available tomorrow in our Twitter. For his SBC price, he gets a solid 10+ rating. Now let's talk about Trent, who has a unique body type, stands 180 centimeters tall, and just like Thuram, has 5+5 stars. For chemistry styles, we recommend Shadow, Anchor, or Hunter. Among his many playstyles, we should highlight a full passing set as well as Interception, Trivela, and Relentless. Interestingly, Trent can play as a right back, defensive midfielder, or central midfielder in the deep-lying playmaker role. Can Trent be used as a right back? Yes, absolutely. As you can see, his off-ball speed is more than decent. So, if you don't have Maicon, Dumfries, or simply don't like big fullbacks, feel free to try him out, especially if your fullback often joins attacks. The Englishman has great reaction speed, which results in sharper tackle animations, as seen here. Despite not being the tallest, Trent has a solid frame and good balance, allowing him to compete with bigger players. However, we would personally use him in midfield in the deep-lying playmaker role, with a focus on build-up play, as mentioned in our previous review. For example, note this well-read interception of a strong pass. And indeed, Trent is very good at intercepting, despite his average height for a midfielder. Additionally, his tackling is quite solid when controlled manually. Of course, he's no Kante, especially in defensive positioning, but he's definitely not useless in defense. His average height helps improve ball control on the left stick. Again, look at his close touches and precise dribbling, and don't forget the benefits of Silver finesse shot. Just as we shouldn't forget Silver Trivela. Simply put, Trent is top tier in shooting, both because of his playstyles and high stats. For this reason, it's worth manually pushing him forward into attacks, setting up long shots, and so on. Even his standard shots impressed us. Again, a deep-lying playmaker won't attack as much as a classic playmaker or box-to-box midfielder, so you need to manually involve Trent in attacks because he shines even more there. Beyond his gold-lobbed passes, which some might find useful, it's crucial to highlight his full set of passing playstyles. So when receiving the ball, you don't have to think about the type of pass, Trent can do it all, whether it's a powerful through ball or a delicate pass into space. What else can Trent do? Well, he can score absolute bangers from free kicks. For example, check out this 23-meter strike. Not impressed? Then watch this 32-meter Trivela goal. This playstyle is seriously underrated. Moreover, thanks to his 5-star weak foot, you can use him as a secondary free kick taker, meaning he can comfortably score free kicks with his left foot as well. Final thoughts. Trent is priced under 200,000 coins on the market, so if you've been thinking about upgrading your midfield, don't hesitate, just do it. As you can see, this card is fantastic and we highly recommend testing him out yourself. And despite the massive price difference, we'd rather play with Trent than Havertz or even Essien. Yes, they are slightly different roles, but you get the idea. Even if you already have Guti or Pirlo, you should still try Trent. You might end up liking him even more. We're giving Trent an 8.9 rating for card quality and once again a perfect 10 for his market price. As you know, in EAFC 25, the rewards for the Weekend League are awesome, which means that the game has become much harder to play. Our boosters will help you to get the best rewards. Write in, because the number of spots is limited. And don't forget that we also sell coins at a cheap price. All links in the description. Well, now it's time for the last hero of the review, in every sense of the word. Ledley King has a stocky body type with a height of 188 centimeters, 5 plus 5 stars, but most importantly, a pure lengthy acceleration type on Shadow, which is why we recommend it. Among playstyles, we highlight Gold Jockey and Gold Anticipate, as well as a number of other useful traits, except for Intercept. For roles, he has double pluses for each key defensive role. Starting with speed, we immediately note a strong burst toward the opponent in this episode and ball-winning ability thanks to Anticipate. Sprint speed is excellent, both due to stats and pure lengthy acceleration. However, it doesn't feel absolutely maxed out, though it's definitely enough in most situations. King doesn't rip the ball away with sheer force, but his tackles are consistently accurate, precise, and effective. This allows him to make well-timed tackles from the side or behind the attacker. One of the most important playstyles for a center-back is block, which helps in a number of situations. However, interceptions are not great due to the lack of the intercept playstyle, which is something to keep in mind. That said, everything else is at a very high level, and Gold Jockey improves his interception capabilities. Most importantly, because of this playstyle, King feels very agile when controlled manually. His stocky body type moves surprisingly smoothly on jockeying. Gold Anticipate and Gold Jockey are a fantastic combination for a large center back. As you can see, his movement speed is high and tackles are consistently precise. Reading the game is also impressive, which is no surprise given his rolls plus and high defensive stats. Regarding left stick control, his body type does work against him, but not in a critical way. Just be careful when trying to exit from pressure. So, what do we have? A well-balanced center-back card linking well to Premier League players and costing just 150,000 coins. An absolute must-have for any budget or mid-tier squad. Yes, there's a lack of interceptions and maybe slightly low aggression, but the card is still great, so if you need Premier League links, pick him up without hesitation. On our main account, we decided to stick with Carlos Alberto, simply because we're used to him and he still does the job. So if you already have Carlos Alberto, Thuram, Stam, or any other center-back satisfies you, there's no real need to change them. The center-back position is crucial, but what's even more important is how well you're used to your defenders and if you really want to switch them. So we recommend King only as an additional link for Premier League squads or if you're simply tired of your current central backs and want to try something new. In that case, go ahead, he's cheap, and you won't lose much on tax if you decide to sell him. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and we'll try to answer quickly. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future reviews. We rate Ledley King 8.9 for card quality and remind you that detailed ratings will be available tomorrow in our Twitter. For market price, the card gets a solid 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching until the end and see you in the next videos.